read that book. If I'm holding the book for about half an hour, I was, whereas if I was holding a book for half an hour, I would end of it introspect and find that I was hardly reading for 5 minutes, In that half an hour holding the book, from the outside, it looks like I'm reading. But when I introspect myself, I find that only 5 minutes I was able to utilize. The rest of the 25 minutes was really a waste of time. I could have watched cricket, played football, gone to a movie, whatever. But that really put me questioning myself, what am I trying to do? If I can spend 30 minutes and waste 25 minutes in it, am I being efficient? Am I really enjoying my life and seeing what can I do in the remaining 20 minutes? The same thing happened, when I first sat for meditation. All of us will go through this process today, where my colleague Stan will take us through the meditation. We sit eyes closed, trying to think of something, but our mind is always wandering here and there. Invariably, all of us feel it. So imagine a life where I can hold a book and read it. Instead of holding the book for half an hour and reading it for only 5 minutes, if I can hold a book for 5 minutes and spend the whole 5 minutes focus on a book, I have 35 minutes to do what I like, chat with friends, watch TV, shop, whatever. So this process of meditation, we'll all discover as we go along, is something to make our mind a better instrument. Even Einstein said that he, as an expert, was able to really focus only 15% of his mental energy into what he wanted to do. And as a common human being, many of us can utilize only 5% of our mental capability. How do we make it 6%, 7%, and probably reach Einstein's level of 15%? That's the endeavor we are trying to find out here. And like Josna Madam said at the starting of the thing, if we really want to set up a peaceful world, the peace has to start here, in me. If you want to make this world an extremely efficient world, it has to start with me. So the focus of this whole process, the research portion apart, is to make myself a better person. You're not trying to impose something which people are supposed to do after 60 years when you're toothless, when people are trying to meditate. No, we are trying to make sure that we in this life can be better human beings, better directed in what we want to achieve, how we achieve it. And that's the purpose of this meditation. In the process, we get satisfaction with life, our stress reduces, our anxiety reduces, we become more happy. All these are side effects. But the core of it is, how can I be a better human being? That's what we are trying to achieve. And I think earlier, the global mind. We'll have a short brief, but I think before we just introduce Daaji, saying that he is not just a spiritualist, he is the global head of Heartfulness, a big institute called Heartfulness Institute, spread across 140 countries. And even in India, we are there in almost every city, We are over about 500 ashrams within India, many centers where people voluntarily come and meditate. We don't charge for anything, meditation or for conducting these programs, etc. But it's being done with a cause, saying that this is a emotional, social, a big, even now he's running a big chain of pharmacies in the US and also doing this. And you can find some heartfulness practitioners here. Stan, for example, is working with the French consulate. Dr. Gupta, Mr. Pradeep Gupta, who's there, is also a heartfulness trainer. So all of us are trying to excel in both a material world as well as a spiritual world. That is the goal. We want to become better human beings, better contribute to the society. And I really want all the children here to really look at themselves and say, how can I become a better version of myself? Version 1, version 2, like Windows and iOS keeps releasing, version 1, version 2, version 3, that sort of thing. How do I make a better version of myself? That's the challenge. We'll find it as we go along. And I think with this small introduction, I will request that we play a very short video, 2-3 minute video from Daaji on how meditation can help us become better human beings, better change, help us become better, capable of taking better decisions. Can we have the video, ma'am?
Meditation irons out all kinds of creases. It's not just for attaining spiritual growth. It is not just for peace of mind. It is not just for health reasons. It encompasses everything. In our days, there was not much of choosing involved. Father would say, "Padho hum pad liya." Life takes you somewhere. More you plan, I think, more we will falter. Best is either you or ask your parents, or ask your colleagues, or nowadays there are professionals, who will guide you which field to select, and based on your talent, they'll guide you. I think that would be ideal for you. Often, there are fancies, especially in the West, where if they love music, they'll say, "Oh, I'm going to become a musician." In India, music is something that it's a side thing, you learn on the side. So we have to choose. Oh, I like music. Should that become my profession? Should I study, go to college for 4 years and waste 4 years learning music? No, I wouldn't advise that. You can learn music, but don't waste 4 years in getting degree in music. Once one sister came all the way from Europe to study music, and then after she finished music, she said, "Kamlesh bhai, I want to do masters in music." I said, "Proceed." And then there was PhD thing. Each time I told her, "Why are you wasting your life?" This was in 80s. I said, "Look, even if you become a good musician, you'll still have to stand with your cap on a railway station and play your music so people will throw coins. If you are the best, then you did not study. Best musicians, they don't study, it comes from the heart." Whenever I meet her in Denmark during the seminars, she tells me I should have listened to you. Now she has two daughters, a divorced life, always depending on state to help her life, pass through easily, struggling. But if you had studied something worthwhile, you could have worked. So always not necessary that you pursue your fancy dreams and say, "Oh, I'm going to become a musician or a painter," and things like that. It should be adopted as a side hobby, but study something worthwhile that can support your life. And if it happens to be a field which you like as well, then it's worth. It's even. It's like Sonam Sugan say. Make money as much as you can. Integrate spiritual life with your material life and remain on a cutting edge technology. Integrate your family with spirituality so that new future can be created. See, you could be materially successful, but if you don't give this spiritual heritage to the next generation, I think they will remain rudderless. I'm often bombarded by such questions like, what is the reason behind success, academic success, or financial success, or health wise, or family wise, or spiritual success? The simple answer to me is always a meditative mind that is full of awareness, conscience, will guide such an individual. Out of 10 choices that we may confront, how would you filter? And with confidence, with courage, you can say that under these circumstances, if I do this, is the most appropriate. That means I have to highlight all those which will not be as effective. Meditative mind can easily filter out what is not essential and will simply focus on the most essential. While you are studying in your academic world, running a family life, even to begin a family, for example, whom to marry, such simple questions: which business to start, which college to go to, which stream to choose. The questions related to the next moment, next move, when we are on crossroads, the answers gets very highlighted in a very specific way when you are meditative. Meditation irons out all kinds of creases. It's not just for attaining spiritual growth. It is not just for peace of mind. It is not just for health reasons. It encompasses everything. Manas regulates the life of a man. Without manas, what is manushya? Without mind, what is man? Nothing. These cognitive abilities that we all share has to be focused. This focus comes through meditation. The success of material rather the material success, business world success, also I attribute to my ability to meditate well. Through meditation, I'm always guided from within, especially what not to do. Think of those decisions that you made in your life where you have gone wrong or berserk. How did you come to rightful decisions? Then you will be able to see that it was the heart that guided you. When your heart agreed with your mind that your decisions were correct. So, mind has to okay it and heart has to give a final signal. Without consulting the heart when we move on, I think often we go wrong. So, allow the heart to be purified so much that instantly it can respond with a decision that we are going to make.
Thank you, Jyotsna Madam. I think that's it from my side. Except that I just want to again re-emphasize saying we are trying to do meditation. We want to become better human beings. We want the peace within us. We want the efficiency within us. We want everything within us to grow so that we become better human beings, better of this country, society, and all that. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable words. And actually, at that moment, we all are thinking about what is the actual and the true happiness for me or for all of us. And in this progression, the guidance given by Daaji about the career selection and to get progress in it definitely will show a true path to our students to select your career and have a progress in it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now it's time to know more about the science of meditation, for which I invite our resource person, Mr. Stanislas Lazogi, sir. Sir works for the Foreign Affairs Ministry of France. He worked several years at the Crisis Center in Paris before developing extensive experience abroad in consular affairs in China, India, Turkey, Slovakia, and now Bangladesh. Passionate of meditation for the past 20 years, he is a mindfulness and heartfulness trainer and works with the professionals, leaders in various corporations and universities globally on theme of meditation, wellness, and emotional intelligence. He received a master's degree in law and economy for developing countries at Nice Universities, France. Welcome you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, respected elders, dignitaries, and students and dear friends. Thank you for, I'm grateful for having this opportunity to be participating in this research. I'll right away give some more information about the course. So, as mentioned earlier, our personal and professional life demands a few important skills. The most important one is to know how to handle stress. The second one is how to handle emotions. But these skills, they cannot be learned just by reading books. It's not because I have learned management book or a stress book that I know how to handle stress and emotions. These skills require a specific training, and this is what we call a mental or heart training or meditation. And I believe that is what Heartfulness can truly offer and help us to develop amazing life skills. And I would dare to say that it's not only stress and emotions. It requires also what we call artificial intelligence, the heart intelligence. We need to have a high quality of being. When I was at the crisis center, I knew that it was important, the information I was to give was important. And how I bring it, with the intelligence I bring it, was even more important. But that is not sufficient for people to listen to you, to trust you. That requires a high quality of being and a heart qualities, using our heart. The moment we use our heart, our quality of being is improved. And this is where I started over the years collecting numerous researches on the benefits of meditation with regards to major life skills. And this program, during these programs, you will be learning the scientific benefits with regards to health and well-being, focus, flow or peak performance, decision-making, positive thinking, and resilience. How we can develop these life skills through the practice of meditation. So for health and well-being, for instance, we will learn how to transform stress into wellness. We don't have to be victim of stress if we know the biology of stress and how we can reverse the stress response with the relaxed response. But that is not sufficient. We also need to develop mental prevention, mental vaccination, how to be able to have a mindset which is allowing us to cope more easily with stress, and how to develop a positive attitude. Working hard for something we don't like is called stress, but working hard for something that we like is called passion. And when we are passionate, we don't feel stress and we can cope with a lot of pressures, enjoying what we are doing. Meditation can support these mindsets. We have spoken about focus, but what is the underlying focus? As mentioned earlier by Dr. Prasanna, focus is a key life skill. And in his book, Daniel Goleman, who is the father of what is called emotional intelligence, says that when students are reading, 40% of the time they think that they are reading, but they are thinking about something else. And therefore, they have to spend double time to read again what they are doing so that they can understand and learn it. When we are focused, there is this brain synchronicity between the prefrontal cortex and the other parts of the brain, which allow us to have better mapping of our memories, learning, and memorization, understanding. If we are not focused, we are not able to perform. We are not able to perform, but also a wandering mind is an unhappy mind. When we are not focused, the mind is wandering, and this mind wandering is associated with thinking about me in the past or in the future, or into social comparison, leading to unhappiness. But meditation can allow us to transform this mindset, not only when we are meditating, but for regular practitioners also when we are not meditating. And when we are focused, trained to focus repetitively, we can access flow states, which is a state of peak performance. Most of the time, we will learn that in meditation, we will be able to master this access to flow states, but not only for external objects like sports or painting, dancing, but with our own self, with our potential. We will be in flow with our own self, accessing, tapping into our potentials at will. Meditation helps in decision-making. Most people think that decision-making is about thinking, but it is not true. Actually, it is about feeling. And that was brought into evidence by many researchers, where the process of decision-making is not at the first level, which is just the security check, or not at the level of thinking, of evaluating of the pros and the cons, but it requires a third step, which is the confirmation of my decision through feelings. Okay, so if I'm not trained to be focused, then I won't be able, and if I'm too busy, I have too many thoughts, and I am not trained to pay attention to my feeling, then I won't be able to take the appropriate decisions, the best decisions. We will see what is positive thinking. Most students thought that they are positive thinkers, but they don't realize that 60 to 70% of their spontaneous thoughts are negative. And that actually, this is because of our subconscious mind, which is running our life, taking 95% of our daily decisions. And that subconscious mind was mostly depending on the external life when I was young, before the first 6-7 years of my life. I repeat, 95% of our daily decisions are handled by the subconscious mind, which was mostly built during the first 6-7 years of our life, and depending on the external circumstances. So how can I change and reach my subconscious mind so that it becomes truly positive instead of being defensive? Meditation and bedtime meditation in the heartfulness practice can help us in developing that. Finally, we will learn how to develop resilience and not being victim of our past experiences and emotions. We can reconstruct our emotional concepts and become master of our emotions. Anyway, I think that is enough as an overview of the program. It is a very rich program where you will understand how to develop these life skills, how to handle stress, handle your emotions, and heighten your quality of being. And there is nothing best than experience. We can talk for hours and trying to convince of why it is super, but the best thing is to have an experience of it. And therefore, I would like to guide you through a short relaxation, then followed by meditation, guided meditation, and then a silent meditation. The purpose of relaxation is to have your body relaxed. When the body is relaxed, the mind can relax. When the mind is relaxed, the mind can meditate. So what is meditation? Meditation is to think of the source of light in the heart and to allow that experience to be felt in the heart below your non-judgmental observation. So again, I repeat, you bring a suggestion, you make a thought that you have the source of light in your heart, and you allow that feeling to be there, attracting, pulling your attention into your heart. If thoughts come, let them come and let them go. Just relax. Meditation is not concentration, so don't try to force your mind and to see any kind of light. The source of light is an idea of your inner self, your inner perfection. Let this process be gentle and natural. Okay, enough of talking, let's do it. So I'll repeat, I will guide the relaxation, then the meditation, and then it will be totally silent. And after a few minutes, I will take you back, telling you that that is all, and take you back to the session, and I will conclude my part. So please sit comfortably. Have your back straight, but without tension. Gently, slowly close your eyes. Allow your breathing to be natural. And invite yourself to be relaxed. Now bring your attention to the toes, moving the toes, wiggling the toes gently, slowly. Letting them relax and release any tension, tightness. And feel the healing energy of the earth entering through the toes, spreading through your feet. Allowing your feet to deeply relax. It is relaxing your ankles, your heels, your entire feet. You can feel the energy gently moving up, relaxing your calves, your knees, and now your thighs, your entire legs, all the way up to the hips. You can feel your entire legs being relaxed and the energy moving freely through them. You can relax your lower back, middle back, your stomach, your abdomen area, your entire belly. All these areas are deeply relaxing. You can now relax your upper back, as well as your lungs, your entire chest. And you can feel now the energy reaching your shoulders, allowing any tension, tightness, weight, stress to just melt away. And feel the energy moving down towards your arms, relaxing the biceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers, all the way down to the fingertips. Your entire arms are now fully relaxed, and the energy can move freely through them. You can bring your attention to the neck, letting it relax and allowing the energy to move up further, relaxing the back of your head, the ears, the earlobes, the cheeks, the jaws. All the tensions in the jaws are dropping off. And the energy is now relaxing your chin, all the face muscles, till the top of your head. From the tips of the toes till the top of your head, your entire system is now completely relaxed. And you can invite now your mind to relax. Bringing its attention to the heart. Which is deeply relaxing. And where you can make the suggestion that the source of light, which is already present there, is drawing your attention inwards, is pulling your attention within. Thoughts may pop up during meditation, and that's okay. Just relax. Let them come and let them go. And if you feel distracted, very gently bring back your attention to your heart, to the feeling of the source of light in your heart, drawing your attention within, pulling your attention inwards. Allow that process to be gentle and natural. And let yourself dive deep within. That is all, but take your time and keep your eyes closed for a moment and observe yourself, your feelings, your inner space. And absorb this new quality of being. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Reconnect with your surrounding, yet remaining in connection with your heart. And let me congratulate you for this first meditation. And I'll just end by saying that you will be also supporting during this experiment with an online course, which will go in depth, review all these modules that we have seen earlier, that I have detailed earlier, the 6 modules. With that, I think I can end my talk, and thank you again for your kind listening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for telling us about the artificial intelligence and just giving us an opportunity to do this meditation. Personally experience so much relaxing now, and I hope each one of us is now feeling very peace and a sort of relaxation in ourselves. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Over to you, Prasanna, sir. Over to you, Prasanna, sir. Students, any one of you, if having any question, any query, you may ask with the sir. So, some of the students are willing to share their meditation experiences.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर माई सेल्फ मानसी सर मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम मेडिटेशन किया और मुझे बहुत रिलैक्स फील हुआ तो थैंक यू सर
Thank you.
Great. There will be many more benefits, and each meditation has a lot of surprise to unfold, to be revealed. So please try him some more times. Has anyone got too many thoughts or fell asleep? Any difficulty that you had during meditation? And
Some of the students are saying yes.
yes, I know. And I know that some of them, when about to snore, these are two common phenomena when we meditate, even if we meditate for the first time. So it's good to have thoughts in meditation. Meditation is not about stopping thinking. It is the function of the brain to have thoughts. So if you have thoughts, even during meditation, it means that you have a healthy brain. And the thing is that when we meditate, we are realizing that there are so many thoughts already there in the mind, and that we are storing a lot of mental tension and emotional tensions. And we keep on storing them, and they are impacting our mental health, our happiness, our moods. And when we close our eyes and meditate, all these inner tensions are being released. And as they are released, they are experienced in a form of thoughts. So when we start meditation, we want to feel peace, calm, and then we have all of these amount of thoughts coming up. And that is very good, because now they are released and they are no longer in our heart, no longer in our consciousness, conditioning us. So it's good to have it. And now if you close your eyes and take a moment to observe yourself, you would see that you feel so much lighter, that your mind would be empty, and that you won't even remember the thoughts that you had during the meditation. So meditation may not be enjoyed at the beginning, but definitely the benefits of it, yes. After meditation, this is how we evaluate the meditation effectiveness, is how we feel after the meditation. And researches are bringing evidences that when we meditate 30 minutes a day for 8 weeks, there is a change in the gray matter concentrations in key parts of the brain associated with attention control, emotional regulation, and self-awareness. So we may not be feeling that there is a change, and we may think, oh, there are a lot of disturbances, but there is inner transformation. And after that, you will feel so much better and your wellness will improve. It's like going to the gym. You sweat, it's tiring, you feel uncomfortable. But after doing it, you feel so much stronger with more energy. Meditation is kind of the same process. And when we fall asleep, it's not about falling asleep, because most of the time you still hear the voice, your neighbors, and you're not falling off of the chair. So if you're still aware of that, you're not sleeping. But what is happening with heartfulness meditation is that we very quickly, activate theta wave brain activities associated to the deep, sleep or subconscious mind. So basically what is happening is that we are becoming conscious in our subconscious. And that is the purpose of meditation. We are enlarging our consciousness, film of consciousness. And for regular practitioners of meditation, we activate also, gamma waves. And there is a brain synchronicity between the higher parts of the brain, the high frequency one and the lower ones. This is what we call 360 awareness or consciousness. So through meditation, we are able to explore the skies of our awareness and the depth of our inner self. And after meditation, you might have observed, I said, take your time, observe yourself, and absorb this new quality of being. Because we want to have a grip of this new quality of awareness so that we can operate in our daily life. We can have this quality of being when we are in daily activity, learning, studying, interacting with people. If there are more questions, we will be happy to answer, maybe from Dr. C. Gupta or Prasanna.
I think we are also running out of time, so I really leave it to just Madam to really advise us on how we are doing for time. We are already at 1. Madam, do we have time for a couple of more questions, or I think we can take the questions as we go along, because we'll keep meeting the students more often. Whatever your advice is fine by us.
Sir, please guide us about the distribution of consent form. Should we distribute it right now, or we may distribute after some time, after closing this session?
Josna madam, you may distribute after closing the session.
Okay, sir.
Get the forms filled by the students and keep it in file. Also get it on global Google form so that they will be easy to process. That you can do. And I think we are starting this session on 20th of December. But
Yeah, I think we should take the consent of all the people that they are participating in this research study. So we can decide on that correct at the end of the session. Let them go through it and sign it. Is that okay? We send it across.
So your voice is breaking now. He's saying something. Prasanna sir, your voice is breaking now. We are not able to hear properly. Sir, shall we proceed to close the session now?
yeah, proceed.
Yeah, okay, sir. I hope all students are motivated enough to participate in the meditation and in the study. The information, this is the information for the students. The information for the forthcoming sessions will be shared with the students very soon. And as told by the Gupta sir, we will share a consent form with you all after this session. We have now reached to the end of the orientation program.
Yeah, I think I was not speaking actually. I was on mute. What do you want me to do, madam? Talk about the further course of? Yeah, only thing before with this. Yeah. See, basically, what we'll be doing is there'll be daily meditation sessions.
Prasanna, you are on mute. You have to unmute.
I'm not talking anything, Pradeep ji. I'm not just listening. That's why I was on mute.
Okay, brother. You proceed, Josna madam.
Okay, sir. We have now reached to the end of the orientation program, but simultaneously, I feel it's a beginning to a new journey, a journey to lead a peaceful life through heartfulness meditation. Once again, I, on behalf of Satyam Group of Institutions, would like to give a special thanks to Heartfulness team. Firstly, to Dr. Kamlesh D. Patel, Daaji, whose blessings are always with us. Mr. Stanislas Lazugi, Mr. B.G. Prasanna Krishna sir, C.A. Pradeep Kumar Gupta sir, Professor Dr. Shashikala Banjari ma'am, Professor Dr. Reeta Sonawat ma'am, our chairperson ma'am, Ms. Sneh Singh ma'am. I would also like to extend my thanks to research team, to principals, HODs, and the students of the Satyam Group of Institutions. Thank you everyone for participating in this orientation program. Thank you so much. With kind. Okay, ending the meeting now. Thank you everyone once again. Closing this meeting now. Thank you everyone.